Look at all of these beautiful cakes for Philly's first cake picnic. I was so lucky to be invited to this event by my creative friend Shan Wu on Xiaohongshu. He is so amazingly talented. He made all of these cakes himself, had this beautiful menu made, and every single one of these are so beautifully curated from the design to the flavor profile. This first cake is the matcha yuzu jasmine cake, and oh my goodness, it wasn't too sweet, of course. So well balanced with the lemon curd and the sourness from the yuzu, but also the bitterness from the matcha and the sweetness of the cream. The matcha custard was slightly frozen, but added to the texture 9 out of 10. The second cake is a classic flavor pairing of black sesame and kinako, but he also had mochi inside that he made himself and homemade black sesame paste. It was so incredibly savory, and the textures of the candied walnuts, chewiness of the mochi, it was just amazingly together. 8 out of 10. And at this point, I know that I'm almost reaching my sweet tooth limit, so I had to put it in a box so that I could savor it later. The next one was a mango cake with passion fruit and pineapple, and I'll be honest, I didn't really taste the pineapple, but the mango was so incredibly fragrant. And what really made it special was the rice pudding in the middle and homemade coconut flakes that really added a great depth. A 9.5. I love fruity cakes. The next one is his interpretation of a black forest. He did say it was the first time he made thicker layers, and I think that's why it was a little dry, but still really good. I would give it a 7 out of 10. This one was also so cool. It was an Earl Grey, chestnut, and coffee cake all together. I've never had this combination of flavors. It felt like 3 worlds coming together. And again, the textures were amazing. My favorite part was the hazelnut and coffee crunch layer at the bottom. Oh, perfection. 9 out of 10. And the last one was this lemon lime chiffon cake, and it was one that I asked him to recreate. That was a very famous Chinese cake last year, but oh my god, this was the best cake of the evening. The chiffon cake was so soft and melts in your mouth, and honestly at this point we were all in a food coma. Any cake would taste bad, but the fact that we all agreed that this was #1 of the evening, that's how good this was. I was seriously considering begging him to make my birthday cake at this point. It's so good, and there's this white chocolate glaze on top. It was the perfect balance of sweet and tartness, and freshly picked flowers on top. 10 out of 10. This was the one cake I couldn't wait to finish, and I finished it all at once. And I do have to say, when I was first invited, I was really nervous, but everyone was so nice. It was my first time hanging out with a bunch of food creators, and I honestly had such a blast meeting people who love food as much as I did. Hopefully we'll have a part 2. I'll see you guys later.